Hi, I'm Ann, and welcome to our virtual studio, Yoga in Our City, sponsored by Kineticare. And I'm glad that you could join me today. And today what we will be doing is a 30-minute flow practice. It's a very gentle but mindful stretching of our whole body. And no matter where you are in your practice, just be very aware of your own physical, mental, and spiritual body. Stay connected and grounded as much as you can to the present moment and to any feelings or sensations that you experience as we flow through this practice. So I'd like you to begin by joining me on your mat and come to a standing position. So we're going to start today in a standing flow. Be sure that you have nothing on your mat that would interfere with your movements during this flow. So as you see, I'm going to move my 2 blocks to the side. And then slowly, we'll all come up into standing position unless you are already there. Now, I also invite you to connect the movements with your breath. And each movement or flow, we will do 5 times. So it will be a 5-time sequence. And to give you an idea, when we inhale, the belly comes out, and as we exhale, your belly will go in. So that's going to be your basic movement connected with your breath. Okay, so let's start coming into a standing position, and be sure that your feet are grounded on your mat. So you have a nice foundation, as we call it. You can't build a house on a weak foundation. So we want to have a nice, strong foundation. Also essential is our breathing. So when we inhale and the belly expands, and then we exhale, the belly contracts, you will feel that sensation of the inhalation, movement up, exhalation, movement down. Okay, so let's begin. And again, 5 will be our flow sequence. So let's begin. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring that belly in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And inhale, belly expands out. And exhale, belly contracts or comes in. Beautiful. Now we're going to do that same movement, but as we inhale, you're going to spread those fingers apart, and you're simply going to, when the fingers come together, just tilt the head slightly back and look up to the ceiling. And as we exhale, you're going to bring the head or the neck back to center. 5 times we'll be doing that. So again, get grounded. You want to just move a little bit and shake it out. And let's begin. Inhale. Up, look up to the ceiling, and exhale. Inhale, belly expand. Look up to the ceiling. Exhale. And the final 5. Fingers touching, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the head back down to center. Beautiful. Now take your fingers and place them on your shoulders, and let's make circle with the shoulders. We'll do this 5 times. And then push the elbows together and back out, reverse. Push the elbows together, hands come down, and hands by the sides of the body, coming into mountain pose, the foundational pose. And now we're going to set the feet approximately hip width apart. And we're going to do 5 times again. You're going to inhale, stretch over to the right, to the left side. Exhale, back down. Then the left. Back down. Now for our final 5, inhale, stretch those fingers up. Feel that beautiful stretch in the right side body. And then left. And back down. Beautiful. Now bring the feet close together again, so the inside of the feet are touching each other. And now I'm going to ask you just to simply take the hand. And so on the right, you're going to squeeze the hand together, and you're going to inhale, slide the left hand right down to the outer of the left leg, the other side. And one last time, inhale, ride the fingers up under the armpit and to the opposite side. Beautiful. Now separate the legs again, hip width apart. Place the hands on the hip. Okay, so the fingers are touching your hip bones. And then let's make circles 5 times around. You can make them as small or as large as you prefer. One more time around. And then let's reverse. And then 5, beautiful. Back to center. Now we're going to do a lovely stretch, stretching the arms up, and then very gently and slowly come halfway down. And if you can bring the hands right down to the mat. Now, if you need to, because you have problems or issues with the lower back, just bend the knees slightly. And only come down as far as you can. If it's only here, that's perfectly fine. Your body will let you know exactly what to do. And 5 breaths here. Look forward. and slowly slide the fingers up the legs. And now separate the feet again a little farther than hip width apart. Let's do the same stretching up, but this time you're going to exhale and you're going to bring the hands. If you can, you're going to hold on to the left hand with the left ankle and the right with the right, and bring the head as close, or the forehead as close to the mat as you can. And breathe. Now bring the hands flat in front of you on the mat. Bend the knees slightly and slowly come back up into standing pose. Beautiful. Now bring the feet a little bit closer together, and then we're going to take the shoulders and bring them forward up to the ears and kiss those shoulder blades together, opening the chest, opening the heart. And just stand in mountain pose and breathe. 5 full breaths. Belly expands out on the inhale, and exhale, belly comes in. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to separate the feet farther apart. You're going to turn the toes out, just about a 45-degree angle. And we're going to take the hands, place them on the hips. So the fingers are on the hips, thumbs are into the side body. And then slowly inhale. On the exhalation, you're going to bend the knees and come down into a goddess pose. Bring the hands up into posts, and you could either bring the fingers over the thumb or just leave them comfortably stretched out. And we're going to breathe. Count to 5. Beautiful. Then slowly come up. Shimmy the feet back to center. Now we're going to do the goddess pose again, but we're going to go a little bit farther down towards the mat than we did previously. Alrighty, so let's separate the legs. Fair distance apart, so you want a nice little stretch. Take the toes and bring them to the 45-degree angle. And here we go. Let's take the hands, bring them down. So 1, come down again, 2, a little farther than before, and 3. Five full breaths here. Now, if you can't do this, you're going to do a nice full breath. We call this a Bhastrika breath. So you're going to inhale, stretch up, and then, okay, and then you're breathing out through the nose. Now, if you feel that this is something you choose not to do, just come back up and stand in Tadasana or mountain pose. For those that would like to join me, let's begin. We're going to do a round of 20 Bhastrika breaths. Powerful breaths. Ready? Inhale through the nose. Place your hands on the thighs and then come up, standing, and walk the feet together. Nice. Back into mountain pose. Take those shoulders again forward up to the ears and open the chest. And simply breathe. Feel everything inside your body. Feel your breath. Feel the energy floating through you. Now we're going to come out of this and stretch up again. Take the hands, place palms together, and simply stretch back, keeping the chin tucked into the chest. And then slowly and fluidly bring the hands right down to the mat. If you can, keep the legs straight. If you need to bend the knees a little to take care and support your lower back, do what you need. Now we're going to do this 5 times. Now we're going to simply inhale, stretch up, mindful movements. Come back, keep the chin tucked into the chest, and then slowly back down, exhalation. Number 2, now it's 3. Stretch up, keep the chin tucked into the chest, and again coming down. And 5, inhale. Chin to chest, and back down. And now just wiggle out the knees, left, right, and left, right. And then slide the fingers up the both legs. And stand in mountain pose. And breathe. Five full breaths. Inhaling, the belly expanding out. And exhale, bring that belly or core in. Beautiful. Tighten the buttocks just slightly, or at least be aware of the buttocks. And notice your stance. If you need to realign any part of the body, please feel free to do that, and open the shoulders, allow the chest to expand open. Now, the next movement is called opening your heart pose. So for this, we're going to shimmy the feet a little bit farther apart, a little more than hip width apart. And this is a wonderful, energizing breath and movement. So the idea is to open the heart. So we're going to bend our knees slightly. You can keep the feet, if you'd like, at a 45-degree angle, okay? And then we're going to do this. We're going to bring the hands up, and we're going to inhale. Bring the arms together and exhale. You're going to breathe out through your mouth, okay? We're going to open the heart. So it's going to be when you hit 10, shimmy the feet back together and be. Simply be. Be aware of flowing energy through your physical body. Now the opening the heart chakra also rejuvenates the lungs, it oxygenates the whole body, bringing beautiful prana or energy throughout. Now let's do that again, but this time you're going to alternate. So when the hands come over, it'll be left, under, right, then back, and then right, under, left, back, okay? And we'll do that again for a count of 10, opening the heart, okay? So let's shimmy the feet comfortably apart. And again, you can keep the feet flat and grounded on your mat, straight in front and bend slightly, or if it's more comfortable based upon your body type, you can bring them out to a 45-degree angle. Bend slightly at the knees, and here we go. So bring the hands out to the sides of the body, palms facing down, and we'll do left, under, right at first, and then the second breath, right, under, left. We're going to do open the heart 10 times. And that's 10, and then come back up, unbend the knees, and shimmy the feet back together. So the inside of the ankle, I should say, yes, of the ankle are touching each other. And just feel. Feel yourself in the present moment. And now again, an invitation to shimmy the feet back away from each other. And this time we're going to go back into the goddess pose, but we're going to lift one side up and then down. So heel, toe on the opposite, okay? Now, if you feel that this is a little too much, just take care of yourself in the posture, and you can either just stay in a basic goddess pose, or you can come back up into standing pose, okay, whichever you prefer, or Tadasana or mountain pose. So feet comfortably apart, bend the knees, come down as far as you can. If you have your hands on your front thigh, you could really feel those thigh muscles being engaged. Engage your belly, okay? And then bring the hands back up into goddess or post, golden post. And then what we're going to do is you can take the fingers and fold them over the thumbs. Try to keep the elbows kind of pushed back to open the chest. And then we're going to begin. You're going to inhale, toe to right, heel down. Inhale, toe to left, heel down. Toe to right, heel down. Toe to left, heel down. And we'll do this 5 times each side. Being aware of your movement with the breath. The last one. Make it count. Beautiful. Now come down just a little bit farther, and then undo the knees and slowly walk the feet back together. And let's just march out nice and easily. Okay, now the next movement will be, we're going to go into just a basic stretch on the right side of the body. So we're going to take the right leg and stretch it to the right side of the mat. And you want that foot about a 90-degree angle. And you're going to take the arms and you're going to put them straight out, shoulder apart. And look over your right finger, and then very gently and slowly bend the right knee and come down, looking over the hand on the right side of the body. And breathe. Nice full stretch. Then take that right hand, palms facing up to the ceiling, and stretch those fingers up towards the ceiling, opening the chest, and straighten out the right leg. Beautiful. And then slowly come back down. And then turn the right foot facing forward, and let's do to the same on the left side. So left foot out. Let's come down. Bending down, looking over the fingers in the left hand. And let's take 5 nice full breaths here. Then you're going to take that left hand, palms facing up to the ceiling, and stretch and open. Open up the chest, the left side, look up to the ceiling. Stretch, stretch the flow. And then back. Both hands stretched out. And now we're in beautiful stretch, or we call this the 5-star. And then slowly keep the hands facing palms down and come about halfway. And then straighten out your back. Take the hands, place them behind you, and gently, slowly inhale and bring the hands that are clasped behind you up towards the ceiling. Then slowly, very slowly, lower the head, the forehead to the mat. And breathe. Now to come out of this pose, it's very gentle. Bend the knees and then slowly bring the hands behind you back down to touch the lower part of the spine. And then slowly come back up, and let's shake the fingers out. Now we're going to do that again, but shake the shoulders out, get the body ready. Take the hands, place them behind you, and you're going to inhale, stretching and opening the chest. Lift up the arms behind you, slowly come down halfway, straight back, and then slowly bring the forehead down to the mat. Five full breaths. Slowly bend the knees and slowly come back up. And straighten out, whoop, lost my, okay. Straighten out the legs, and then come back, okay. And then again, hands behind you, stretch up, arms behind you, and come halfway. Then all the way down, bring the forehead down to the mat. Arms coming up, stretching, opening. Back down. Let's do 2 more times. Ready? Inhale. And stretch up. Back down. Then 1 more time. Arms coming up, flat back. And exhale, coming all the way down. Forward fold, and then back up. Beautiful. And then bring the feet back together, and let's come back to Tadasana, or mountain pose. And let's bring the awareness again to the shoulders, so we're bringing them forward up to the ears and back. And now let's simply breathe, but let's take the awareness and bring it to our neck and just slide the neck across the chest in nice small little circles. 5 times around. Do it each way. You can make your circles as small as you'd like or as large. But be very gentle with all the fineness of our necks. Back to center and then reverse. And the last one for 5. And then back to center. And then take the chin and bring it down to the chest. Letting go. And then look up, open the eyes, look up to the ceiling. Do this 5 times. And now for our final movement, step back so you're at the back part of your mat. And simply inhale, stretching up again. And now we're going to do a beautiful stretch. Take the hands, place them together, come all the way down, kind of bend the knees and rotate up for 1. And again, come down, bend at the knees, 2. 3, flow with the breath. 5. And then allow the palms of the hands to come together. Allow the elbows to spread out. And just connect with your breath. And let's do 5 final breaths here. Inhaling, belly expanding, and exhaling, contracting. See if you can tighten the buttock muscles slightly. And then one last movement. Palms of the hands together, stretch up, lean slightly back, and then bring the palms of the hands right to the center of the chest, or your solar plexus, and breathe into it. And let's have an acknowledgement of gratitude that we met today on the mat. And I'm Ann, and I thank you for spending time with me on this wonderful flow movement. Take care. Have a great day.